Let's talk about the flip side, because some patients, they worry about revealing too much personal health information to their doctors. And we received this email from Sandra in Wichita, Kansas. She writes, "Hi, doctors. I always worry about revealing too much information on new doctors' forms because I feel like it may hurt insurance rates later on. Do I really have to write everything that's happened to me in my lifetime? And when I ask my doctor not to write something down, do they do it anyway? Please help." I'm going to start off by saying that your doctor is obligated to keep track of your medical conditions. Because let's just say you change healthcare providers. If you have high blood pressure, you can't say, "Hey, doc, don't document my high blood pressure." It could kill you someday if that gets lost somewhere. So your doctor really has to write these things down.
It's our duty, and there's no way getting around that.
You don't, though. You could very well say to your doctor, "Look, I want to have a one-on-one conversation with you about something going on in my life that may be affecting my physical or mental health." Your doctor's not going to share any of that personal information. But if you have heart disease, you can't say, "Hey, doc, don't write down heart disease," because then, God forbid you have a heart attack, you go into an ER, and they're like, "Well, no history of heart disease here," because your doctor didn't write it down because you asked them not to. So
they're not benefiting you, they're not helping you. Okay. Say you came in and your blood pressure was high, and you're a very, very young person, and the doctor asks you if you used any drugs, and you say no. That doctor has got to go through all these things to try and figure out at a young age why you're having high blood pressure, and it could just be because of the drugs that you're using.
But what if you're not? Because they go all the way back. Like, have you ever, and do you ever? And it's like, how many drinks a week do you have? And you're just like, oh my God. I'm like, I never drink ever, never. I am a nun, actually. I'm abstinent, and I never do anything wrong. You know, because it can.
These guys are being pretty clear that for medical reasons you have
to
put it all on.
And there are some things that don't quite go on the chart literally that way. Like, I have patients who are married, and I will always ask them, "Do you want to be checked for STDs?" You know, and it doesn't mean that they've had other partners or multiple partners. They don't have to tell me. I don't have to write down if she said I went to Cabo and had 7 partners. All I have to do is do an STD check to actually help her with her health. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
And a couple of things. There is something called the Medical Information Bureau. Companies do use this sometimes to obtain medical information because we do know that we live in a society with private health care insurance. And it is difficult as a physician knowing that a patient we take care of could someday not get coverage. It will never affect your care, but I don't think we can honestly say with 100% certainty that it couldn't affect your ability to get insurance. Here's the one thing that we will all acknowledge. We live in an imperfect society. We have an imperfect healthcare system, but we all truly believe that that doctor-patient relationship is a sacred one, and you should not withhold information from your doctor because that information could save your life.